Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome to my top 5 tips for helping small YouTubers grow their channels. Now, I'm not saying I'm like an expert or anything in growing your YouTube channel or anything like that, but recently I've seen quite a lot of a big boost to my channel. I just recently hit 1,000 subscribers and I've been gaining roughly about 20 to 25 new subscribers daily. Now, for those that have, 20 to 30 to even 100,000 of subscribers, that may not be a lot. But for somebody like for us small YouTubers that are trying to grow their channels, that can be quite a significant boost. And I've been trying to really focus a lot on why I've been gaining a lot more subscribers lately and how other YouTubers grow their channels so quickly. And so I wanted to give you guys these 5 tips to how to grow your YouTube channels. Now, I'm not gonna say anything like, oh, you gotta make sure you got this type of computer, you gotta make sure you get this webcam, you gotta make sure, that you're running 1080p, 60 frames per second. No, those things are so basic YouTube that I'm not gonna mention them. If you're not doing stuff like that, then it's gonna be really hard for you to grow. But this is mainly for those people that they've got their channel set up, they're making good videos, high quality videos, but they don't seem to be getting a lot of growth, okay? And I've actually seen a lot of YouTubers that when I first started doing YouTube, I've actually kind of blown past, yet I feel like they make great content. Okay, and this is gonna be kind of like a ranting video as well, but I am gonna break it down into 5 parts, all right? So for the 5th one, I'm gonna kind of just use the word reflect or reflection, okay? What I mean by this is you have a specific idea in your head on the type of YouTuber you want to be. Whether you want to play indie games, MMO games, role-playing games, if you want to be a Let's Player, if you want to be a reviewer, if you want to do news, if specific things like that, what I recommend doing is finding a YouTuber that you enjoy watching. Someone that has content that you love and that you want to kind of be like that YouTuber. For me, I can think of 3 YouTubers that I really enjoy watching and I want to make content similar to theirs, but I want a copycat. But I want to make sure that if I'm making videos, they're as high as a quality of videos as these YouTubers. The 3 are The Lazy Peon, Ghost Robo, and Force Gaming. Now, I really, really love these YouTubers. I'm going to kind of go through each one of these and kind of break down the reason why I decided to pick these ones. So what I mean by reflect is to find these YouTubers that you guys enjoy and to try to reflect their quality that they're doing, or to try to find a way that they're making their videos and then take their idea, obviously don't like steal it or anything like that, but then change it into your own idea. So for example, The Lazy Peon, he does first impressions videos where he goes through and he'll play a game for about 6 to 8 hours, and then he'll break it down to about a 20 to 30 minute video and sharing the highlights of the video. And then at the end of the video, he'll break it down into the pros and cons. Well, I really enjoyed that content, and I realized I was doing first look impressions videos where I would play the game for 20 to 30 minutes and then just raw upload that. Maybe I put a transition at the beginning and a transition at the end, and that was about it. But I found those videos were quite boring. So what I did instead is I started changing it up. Now, I don't have the time to play a game for 6 to 8 hours, but I did have time to play about an hour to 2 hours. So I played the game for about an hour, and then what I do is I would go through and I would take the highlights of my gameplay, all the little important spots of that game. I'd added an intro, like a basic intro to what the game is like, edit it down, and then at the end, I'd kind of give you guys my basic thoughts. And ever since I did that, I've seen a large growth to my channel with my Return to videos. Now with Ghost Robo, his example is he's very clear and concise with his speaking and with his inflections and how he presents himself when he plays a game. You'll see a lot of his gameplay videos, he doesn't have a camera set up. He mainly goes in and talks about the game he's doing. He's very clear on what he's doing, and he uses his voice in a very precise manner to drive the point of the game that he's playing, and he's very entertaining to listen to as well. And then with Force Gaming, he actually does a lot of editing on his videos where he doesn't really necessarily just go in and play a game and break down his thoughts of the game, but he's recently been covering Overwatch. He'll break down all the little bits. He adds nice transitions here and there. He does a really good job at editing, and I hope to one day be able to match that. And I think this leads into my 4th point, editing. Now, this is a really big key. Now, you can do Let's Play videos. They're very easy. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Let's Plays, and I've actually noticed they don't really do good on my channel anyway, so I'm probably just going to do away with that anyway. But if you're going to be making a video, make sure you add some sort of editing to it. If you're not editing it in some way, it's going to show an amateur style behind it. Make sure you do, it could be small transitions here and there. It could be a logo popping up. It could be words showing up. Anything to add some form of flair to your videos presents to your viewers that you have a sense of professionalism behind your videos. And now leading on to my third point is relevance. And I think this is a really big deal. I don't want to point out any YouTubers, but there's a lot that I really enjoy, but their channels don't really grow because the content that they're making is not relevant at all. They play games that came out 5 or 6 years ago that no one plays anymore. Games on the consoles like the Wii U or even games on the Nintendo 64. Now, I'm not saying, you can't play games that came out years ago. I'm just saying pick a game that will have continual relevance. I think MMOs are a great idea of that. Take World of Warcraft, for example. That game is over 10 years old now, but that game has expansions that come out, updates that come out that continually bring its player base back. It's continually getting news about this game. It's continually getting relevance behind it. People, when they see a new update coming out for World of Warcraft, they want to know about it. They want to go out and they want to look for it. They want to find World of Warcraft videos. Now, when I make MMO videos on this channel, I try to focus on games that have a certain amount of relevance at the time. For example, my Lord of the Rings online video that I just recently did. Now, they just announced for an update 20 where we're getting closer to entering Mordor. I thought, hey, this would be a great time to jump into the game and allow people that have been away from the game who've heard about this news to come and watch a video to see if it would be worth jumping back into. See, that's what I mean by relevance. Now, other games, like you've got games like Minecraft that are huge, and you've got all these like small indie games that come out. Now, don't go cover an indie game that came out, like let's take Limbo, for example. It was a very popular indie game, but it was a single player game that ended quickly and had a main storyline. There's not a whole lot of branching, content in it. And you're not going to get a lot of people that are going to want to watch that. But let's take Minecraft, for example. That one's very popular, but if you try to make videos of you just playing Minecraft normally, that's not relevant. What you should do is go find popular mods that are coming out or new updates to the game, something new about the game that is relevant to people at that time. That is a huge thing. Now on to my this is the second to last point, consistency. YouTube has this algorithm where I believe you have to upload at least 3 videos per week, usually above 10 minutes, to take your videos and increase them on the search engine, to raise them up in the search engine. It is extremely important for a YouTuber to have consistency. And I try to upload at least 3 videos a week. Even if I don't have enough time, I try to come out with a smaller video about some kind of news or something like that. But I try to always get at least 3 to 5 videos out per week. And I need to do a little bit better as well as when I release those videos, because that's important as well as having a good schedule, just being consistent and having a great schedule of when your videos will be released, as well as consistency on content. Don't be jumping around from one game to another unless that's specifically your channel is. Like for me, I jump from MMO to MMO, but I cover specifically MMOs. Doing indie games on my channel are not doing well. I shouldn't jump from an MMO to go over to like a city builder game or anything like that, because people on my channel aren't going to want to watch that. Now, for the number 1 tip I can give you guys is branding. Okay, now let's take an example of Force Gaming. If you look at his channel, he's got, I would say, 3 specific colors that he uses in every single one of his videos: black, white, and yellow. It's very consistent. All of his videos have that specific color. For me, I decided to go with black, white, and blue. If you look in all of my thumbnails, if you look on my channel specifically, if you look on the words that pop up in my videos, I always use the colors white and blue and black. And I always have my little symbol, my logo that pops up at least in every single video, because you want to push your branding into people's minds. Someone may come and watch your video and enjoy your video, but they may not subscribe. But a little bit later, they'll want to maybe go check out something else. And as they're scrolling through the list of their search engine, they're going to see your name pop up and they're going to remember your branding and they're going to go and want to watch that video, and that may make them subscribe. Branding is so important. It's my number 1 thing on here, is to make sure you have clean. Obviously, you gotta have a clean logo, a clean banner, and you want to be consistent in your branding across the board, using specific colors, using specific characters or logos or anything like that within your videos. Come up with a good brand name. have a name that says cool boy 2144962. No, like that's just ridiculous. Okay. Take the 3 examples of the YouTubers I was talking about. You got the Lazy Peon, very easy to remember. Ghost Robo, that's a really fun name. Force Gaming, very clean, very precise names. And I'm not saying there aren't YouTubers out there that have weird names. But they've got great content. Just don't do a weird name. It just makes everything a lot easier when you've got a clean, precise name that people can remember. I used to have a name on this channel called like DK Smiles. You look at it, you don't know how to say it. It's a stupid name, all right? But then I switched it over to Koolio. Koolio is a clean, short name, gets right to the point. It's a cool channel. There you go. And people can remember the name Koolio. Well, guys, that's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below if this helped you guys out, because it honestly has helped me out so much. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more online gaming videos.